Well, we were all taken back by the death of Wayne McClain, basketball coach, mentor. It just meant a lot to so many people and impacted so many lives. The man who hired him to come to Illinois is now Kansas Jayhawk basketball coach Bill Self. What made him special, Bill?
Well, I think Wayne was one of the classiest men I've ever been around. He's one of the few that can kind of combine that compassion and toughness, and he loved people. I mean, he really did, and he was first class in everything he did, and he was a great hire for me, not only from a basketball standpoint, because you underestimate what value he brought to a program by his relationship with the players, because he wasn't just a coach to many of those guys, and to the guys over at Peoria. I mean, he was a father figure to almost all of them. So it was obviously a very sad day yesterday, and will continue to be a sad day for a period of time.
I mean, he obviously had pneumonia, but very few knew of the lung cancer, and obviously complicated everything. And I think it has taken a lot of people by surprise.
Well, Wayne and you said off the air that you had Bruce on earlier, yeah. But Wayne has been having some health issues for a while, but I don't think anybody thought to this extent. I mean, we knew that he had struggled at times and couldn't travel at times, and would tire easily and rest and just get ready for practice by resting and things like that. But the deal was he'd always, I'm getting better. We got it under control and all that stuff. But I don't even know if that's related to the actual lung cancer at all. But he was a guy that, I mean, that's typical Wayne, and in a weird way, is that he kept things to himself, and he'd want to try to get through it without burdening other people, and I'm not saying that was the best thing to do, because I don't know, but certainly that doesn't surprise me at all that he would try to keep it from people.
It's hard to imagine the impact he had on how many young lives, because it's kind of like a teacher, the ripple effect. I mean, you have generational impact here.
Well, you talk about over in Peoria and at Manual primarily, but there's other kids in the city there. But some of those kids came from unbelievably rough, tough situations, and many of them were raised in single-parent homes. Maybe the majority of them, and Wayne was a guy that took the Frank Williams of the world and the Marcus Griffins of the world, and of course Sergio and all those other players that come through there, great ones and even not the great ones, and was their role model. He was their father figure. And certainly there's many kids out there that are men now that are hurting right now because he meant so much to them.
Yeah, Kansas basketball coach Bill Self. And again, I guess it wouldn't be crazy to say that if had Wayne McClain not lived the life he lived, basketball, not only in the state high school-wise, but here at Illinois would be different.
Yeah, that's true. The Peoria won the 4 straight in a row. Of course, he was the head coach of 3 of those, but yeah, Wayne was well respected by everybody. I've never heard anybody say anything negative about Wayne McClain one time, and that's hard to do in our profession.
Yeah.
But he was, and I know Jaren's called me yesterday with the news, because I guess they had just called him. I mean, immediately after we lost Wayne, and I mean, Jaren's was just totally broken up, but he had talked to Frank and some of those guys, and I mean, those guys were torn up.
I told Bruce this, Bill, and I guess we all hope that we have impact like that when we die.
He certainly, I guess if we were going to be evaluated and judged by our good work and touching other people's lives and making their lives better, Wayne McClain would be right towards the top of the list in that regard, because he did that to so many.
Well, I really appreciate your thoughts. Your wife Cindy, all good? Everybody fine?
Everybody's fine. Everybody's fine. We're just like everybody else right now. Everybody's optimistic because everybody's undefeated.
That's right. Well, Kansas is a powerhouse. I called you many years ago. I said, you're going to win your national title. You've been a power ever since. You're a fantastic coach. I've been a big fan the whole time. I'm a fan of Cindy. I'm a fan of your kids. Your daughter, Lauren, I think, working with Young Life in Dallas. Is that right?
Yeah, she's married, which is hard to believe. She's married and lives in the Dallas area.
I can't believe that. I can't believe little Lauren's married. Come on.
She's working with the Young Life, which is a youth-based ministry, and she's having fun.
Yeah.
Tyler's actually a junior here, and
he's on the team, isn't he?
Yeah, he's on the team.
Does he ever credit his second grade Park District basketball coach with anything?
Well, it usually all comes back to Stevie J at some point in time. Everything does.
Hey, we really appreciate getting a chance to see you over the summer when Christian had a golf tournament. Janet and I, Christian, got to hang with you for a while. And again, I'm a fan, always have been. Love you, love your work, and I really appreciate your thoughts about Wayne this morning, Bill.
Well, I thanks for having me on, and I'm sure we'll all be getting up there here in the next several days to pay tribute to what was a great man.
I appreciate it. Thanks, Coach.
Okay, take care.
That's Kansas basketball coach Bill Self from Lawrence this morning. Okay, Rob Judson's coming up. Former Illini basketball star and Illini assistant, and really late 90s, it was Rob Judson who had the pipeline for Lon Kruger to get Wayne McClain and his essentially blessing that Sergio and Marcus and Frank would all come to Illinois. And boy, did that change the future of that basketball program. Sergio was part of 4 straight championships, freshman, sophomore, junior, senior. Sergio McClain. Wayne head coached 3 of those. And then when Sergio got here, freshman year, Illinois won a Big Ten title. He had 5 straight. So a great career for Sergio, and of course, it all started with Wayne.